Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail playthrough video. And today we are going to be starting on Natasha's companion mission. I keep wanting to say story quest, but anyways, this is the companion mission for Natasha, and the first of the companion missions start with this mission titled Origin of the Medicine. And it starts off with text from Oleg, so let's start. From the top, make it drop. Alright, Trailblazer, can you receive this message? March 7th gave me this little thing and taught me how to use it. Well, it seems you can teach an old dog new tricks after all. It just takes time. I kinda know how it works by now. Nice to have something that lets me talk to people without meeting them face to face. What is it, Chief? Even you've started calling me that. Anyway, let's cut to the chase. I heard Natasha's seeing a lot of patients and haven't slept for days. She's the backbone of the underworld, and we can't afford to have her burnt out. Trailblazer, I know you just did a great favor for her recently, but can I ask you to check on her again just to make sure she's alright? No problem. I'll go right away. Haha, I knew I could count on you the first time we met. I was not wrong after all. Thank you so much. Origin of the medicine. Go to the clinic and talk to Natasha. So every day she works tirelessly to look after the patients, so Oleg hopes you can offer her some help. I assume this takes place a little bit after we get Natasha all of the little items. After we get her the medical supplies during the events of the main quest in Yurilo 6. If you guys know where I'm at, we've finished all the main missions all the way up to here, in fact. Yeah. Oh well. A bit late, but Natasha, I hope your exploration will make progress, Trailblazer, and your journey will be free of pain. Of course, even if you get injured by accident, no need to panic. Just leave it to the doctor, i.e. you. Which is quite true, because I do leave a lot of things to you. But in any case, do you need any help, Dr. Natasha?
You came at a good time. There is something you can help me with.
Oh.
According to my patient records, there are a few that haven't come for their follow-up visits. It happens from time to time, but never as regularly as this. I'm a bit concerned. Have you heard of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society?
The SMAS? Nope. Sounds like a charitable organization. Sounds suspicious.
I agree.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, mutual aid societies like these allow patients to share their experiences and support each other. It's a way of countering all the negative emotional effects of being ill. But there might be more to this society than that.
Oh. What would that be?
I've got a few patients who have started refusing treatment since joining the society. It certainly makes you wonder.
Huh. Okay.
The most suspicious part is that no matter how much I ask, no one's ever willing to tell me anything about it. And that's where you might be able to help.
That sounds fair. Oh boy. Right. So, do I need to be ill before I can make inquiries? Funny. No, got it. You want me to go undercover.
It sounds dangerous, but what I want you to do is actually very simple. Investigate this so-called mutual aid society and find out what exactly they're up to.
Right, that's not too hard.
If I find out they're preventing me from doing my job, or if they're bringing harm to my patients, I won't just sit on the sidelines. Can I entrust you with this task?
Yes, you can. Have I ever refused you? No problem. Leave it with me.
This little clinic has huge numbers of patients to deal with every day. If I didn't have you here to help me out, I wouldn't be able to focus on giving them quality care. Good luck. I'll be sure to thank you properly when you're back.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Companion mission, origin of the medicine. Start. Talk to the first patient who skipped the follow-up visit. We continue talking to Natasha about this? No. Okay. Oh, wow. No. Okay. I realized I didn't click navigate. As the chief of wildfire, do her a favor. Okay, as the chief of wildfire and the only doctor in Boulder Town, Natasha's busy every day, and it's almost impossible for her to leave the clinic. What's worse, some stubborn patients refuse to come for a follow-up visit. Do her a favor and persuade the patients who joined the so-called Mutual Aid Society. Where on earth are you? Time to instill a beating. The Fight Club. Right outside the Fight Club, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Depressed patient.
I've seen you in the clinic. You run errands for Natasha, right?
Yes. Who's Natasha?
Don't play dumb. I might be sick, but my eyes still work.
God damn it. Yes, you're supposed to go undercover and immediately you're supposed to go undercover and immediately our cover is blown. Good job, guys. Good job.
Let me guess. Natasha wants you to persuade me to go back for a follow-up visit, right?
Yep.
What's the use? I'm terminal. Life will be over before I know it.
That went from 0 to 100 immediately. What the hell? What was that Natasha's diagnosis?
Of course not. I read it in a book.
Wait
Every
a
book I
minute.
read has descriptions that match my symptoms exactly. I can diagnose myself with a dozen incurable diseases before I get halfway through.
So you're like one of those people that goes and Googles up, symptoms for like a common cold and be like, oh my god, guys, I got cancer.
For people in my situation,
Jeez.
a follow-up visit is just a waste of time and money. Not to mention medicine.
Oh, this is such an overreaction. Are you serious?
What else is there to say? Natasha was seeing me free of charge. She said I could keep a tab running for as long as I liked, then pay it back when I had the opportunity. I guess I'm too proud.
Money is one thing, but life...
You think I need you to tell me? Don't try and persuade me. I've already thought this through. Dr. Vash never charged me anything either. Natasha's great, but Vash was always my number one.
Who's Vash?
Natasha's brother. They both used to practice medicine back in Rivertown.
Natasha's a brother?
I heard he was a top student from the Overworld Medical Academy. Bellabog's main hospital wanted him. I've no idea what convinced him to set up down here. A kind heart, maybe.
Damn. Family full of doctors. The brother's a doctor and she's a doctor. Free medical care. I don't believe it.
What do you mean? Dr. Vash was a people's doctor. He handed out free medicine. He even followed up with detailed questions on how he felt. The underworld is always short on medical resources. They say that Dr. Vash made all his own medicine himself.
Damn. Alright, why don't you go to him anymore?
You think I don't want to? I heard that he passed away.
Oh.
I should keep my voice down. Don't go telling anyone else about this next bit.
I'm sorry, Natasha. I did not know that. Oh shit. I won't.
I heard that Natasha had something to do with Dr. Vash's death. They say she was jealous that her brother had stolen her patients, so she...
It's not impossible.
Hey, it's just a rumor. Don't take my word for it.
I'm just saying that, like, I'm sorry, Natasha. I'm just saying that just so that we can get more information, not because I believe it. I feel like I should clarify.
Forget I said anything. Since Dr. Natasha sent you over specially, I'll do her a favor.
God damn.
I'll go to the clinic for my follow-up a little later. Bye for now.
Damn. All right. Talk to this.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to money issues. I should find another patient to talk to.
Money issues. Yikes. Whoop.
We have plenty of time.
Okay. Just a tiny bit of lag. But we should be
What was
good.
that? Oh, you'll have to be louder. My ears aren't what they used to be. Everything's muffled.
Ooh. I wanted to ask why you're not going for a follow-up visit.
Ah, a follow-up visit. Is that what you're asking about? Natasha's a wonderful girl. She always gives me a thorough checkup. But at this age, it's rather a lot to bear. Even if they could cure me. I'm sure I wouldn't be around for long. I don't want to waste anyone's time.
Aww. But there's no time wasted where health is concerned, right?
Not
Exactly.
for youngsters like yourself. When you get to my time of life, good health is a bit of a luxury, I'm afraid.
Aww.
My husband had the same illness as me, but he never touched the medicine. He wanted to make sure I had enough. Then, one day, he said he needed to take care of some things at the mine. He never came back.
Oh.
He was forever saying he wanted to go before I did. Ah, selfish old fool.
Oh man.
I miss him. Now that he's gone, who cares how long I stick around?
Man, this is depressing. I'm sure he's up there caring right now. Dr. Natasha cares. I care.
Do you think so? Wouldn't he want me to hurry up and join him?
No. No.
Kids today don't give up easily. Okay, you win. It's off for another follow-up visit with Dr. Natasha, I suppose.
Dear God.
Did you want to say something else? My ears are terrible.
Nope. Have you heard of the Mutual Aid Society?
Virtual who?
Virtual who? Alright, never mind then. Mutual Aid Society.
All right, I heard you. Do you have to shout? No, I've never heard of any mutual aid society.
Alright, that's fine.
Avoiding a follow-up visit because of her husband. I should find another patient to talk to.
Yeah, we should. Another patient to talk to. The third patient who skipped the follow-up visit. So hopefully I'm not lagging too much. Suspicious
Why
patient.
haven't I gone for my follow-up visit? Are you a patient too, or did Dr. Natasha send you over?
Why do you sound weirdly British? What makes you say that?
Who else would care about people like me? I don't need Dr. Natasha's help now. Tell her to save her worries and medicine for other people.
I'm true seeing her too.
Huh, so you had a dispute with her.
Yeah, we did.
She's the only kind-hearted doctor in the underworld. I just don't really approve of her methods, that's all. Too idealistic, no real efficacy.
Huh, okay.
She tries to save everyone, which means she can't save anyone. In the end, it's the patients who suffer, and she just tires herself out.
That, wow, that's a way to think about it.
Miners like me don't have time for lengthy treatments. If I can't take something and get right back to work, I may as well lie down and wait for death to come knocking.
Gee.
Did you, know Dr. Vash? His wonder medicine is cheap, and the results are immediate. You just need to, be willing to, take a little risk.
Risk.
Dr. Vash's medicine is different. Lots of people make a full recovery after taking it, but some get worse, and the unlucky ones check out early.
Damn.
Even knowing the risk, most people fight tooth and nail to get hold of the medicine. You know why?
They're willing to gamble with their life.
You're smarter than you look. When life forces you to the edge, you'll throw yourself at any opportunity, even if it means risking it all. For people like us, a slow and torturous treatment is the same as a death sentence. If it's between that and a quick result, we'll take the latter. Forget it. Why am I telling you all this? Dr. Vash is dead anyway.
Where can I go to get this wonder medicine?
What? Now you're interested in the wonder medicine?
Yeah.
Listen up. The Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society is still selling that medicine. I can tell you where they trade, but there's a rule.
Oh.
You must not tell any of this to Dr. Natasha. You hear? If you break the rule, you'll face the consequences.
Okay.
Yeah, take this. It's the address. A final warning. Do not reveal this information to Natasha.
All right. All right.
I know where to find the wonder medicine. What should I do next? That patient didn't want me to tell Natasha about this. Should I listen to him?
Let's investigate the wonder medicine address first. Go to Rivertown to track down the wonder medicine. Just to make sure. Then after that, we'll tell Natasha. We'll be fine, right? This way. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Just taking a walk to buy medicine from the Mutual Aid Society? We just say that?
Medicine? Oh, you mean Dr. Vash's wonder medicine, right?
Okay, I'm
You're
surprised.
the same as everyone else that comes through here. If you want medicine, you don't need to go any further. You talk to me.
I see. Okay.
And we only take cash. This ain't a charity.
I heard the medicine here is pretty cheap. What if a patient doesn't have the money?
No money? Then you don't get any. You go home and wait for death.
Jeez. Okay.
Say, what are you trying to pull here? If you can't afford it, then get out of my sight. I've got medicine to sell. Wait a minute. Your clothes. Are you friends with that doctor woman? I've seen you at the clinic before. I know it. Get lost. Now. If you're a friend of that woman, then you're not welcome here. Shop's closed today. No customers.
Oh boy.
Wait, what about our medicine? We've been waiting for ages.
Oh boy.
Get lost, all of you. Save your breath and come back some other time.
Whoops. Maybe you
That
should have just
medicine
gone to
seller should
Natasha.
have closed
Oh.
up shop in a hurry.
We're going back to Natasha now. Okay. Interesting.
There's inspiration in every glance and every breeze.
Maybe you should have reported it to Natasha first. I genuinely don't know what I should be doing. Report what you found to Natasha. Right. Alright, it's just the basic stuff. Explain what you found out about the Mutual Aid Society.
So the Mutual Aid Society found Vash's research results, and now they're selling this so-called wonder medicine to patients?
Yikes.
Any organization doing something like this is interested in more than just mutual aid.
The patients wanted me to keep it a secret from you. The patient said he was willing to take the risk.
I'm not surprised. They'll know that I'm completely against them using this wonder medicine. What Vash left behind is nothing more than reagents and experimental byproducts. The word medicine doesn't apply here. I warned the patients countless times, but seems like they had their heads in the sand all along. No wonder they kept the Mutual Aid Society a secret from me.
That makes sense, actually.
I'm guessing the patients you met weren't exactly singing my praises, which is why you tracked the dealer down and made inquiries first.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. After everything you heard, I'm grateful you came back to find me. Your trust is important to me. If you're curious about Vash's wonder medicine, you should ask some of the patients in the clinic. See what they have to say about the effects.
Some people say that Dr. Vash was a saint who came from the overworld to help those in need. I don't buy it.
Yikes.
People's doctor. That's just what people who've bought into the myth like to say. Vash used to distribute free medicine all the time, but he couldn't have cared less about the people taking the medicine. The hard truth is that we were just his test subjects. It didn't matter if the medicine worked or not. What mattered was having a constant stream of willing lab rats. Of course, I can't control what anyone else thinks. That's just how I see it.
Damn. Emotional patient.
Medicine Vash left behind? That stuff... Can you even call it medicine? I know Dr. Natasha's here, but I have to tell it like it is. Vash had zero medical ethics. He didn't deserve the title doctor.
Holy crap.
He may have had the capability, but he didn't use it to help anyone. Whenever I went to see him, he never even asked about my illness. He just prescribed me his so-called wonder medicine. If it were you, would you have taken that medicine?
Holy crap. That's like a total 180. Then again, kind of expected. I'm finished talking with the patients.
I still haven't worked out how to convey it to you. The issues surrounding Vash. My relationship with him. The things he's done in the underworld. It's a long story.
It's okay.
I'm guessing you've heard a lot of different opinions on Vash. What do you make of him?
It's tough for me to say, yeah.
I want you to go and visit another patient, a victim of the wonder medicine. I want you to see the real consequences of abusing that medicine. Once you've understood her situation, come back and tell me what you think. After that, I want to ask for your help again.
Alright. Holy crap. I thought this was gonna be wholesome. Origin of the medicine. Oh, turns out it's origin of the wonder medicine that hurts people. Yikes. Lonely woman.
Who are you?
Hi. I'm a friend of Dr. Natasha. I'm a miracle doctor from beyond the sky.
Who? And who am I?
You haven't introduced yourself yet. You're one of Dr. Natasha's patients. Don't you remember?
Where's my husband? And where's my child?
Oh.
Where are they? You know where they are, right?
I'm afraid not. Are you okay? Try and stay
You
calm.
don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows. Where did they go?
Come over here, child. It's best to leave that poor lady in peace. Let me explain.
Okay.
That poor lady. Both her husband and child became ill and passed away.
Oh, shit. They must have been seriously ill.
Oh, not terribly serious, but they needed to get treatment every now and then, which did impact their livelihood. In
That's
order
fair.
to try and rid themselves of the ailment once and for all, they bought some kind of wonder medicine. Who would have thought their condition would deteriorate so rapidly after they began using it? The two began to suffer terribly, such that death then became a blessing. It wasn't long before they departed this world, one after the other.
Damn.
From that moment on, she became as you see her now. If Dr. Natasha hadn't taken her under her wing, well, it doesn't bear thinking about.
It just sounds like poison.
And yet, what more could have been done? They were warned about the medicine. They were told about the risks. But they chose to roll the dice. Talking about it tires me out. At least my husband and I are able to help her where we can. I just hope that one day she can lead a normal life again.
Oh. Oh man, that's sad. God damn it. I'm back.
Did you speak to her? By the look on your face, I'm assuming you've come to understand the wonder medicine all too well.
Those medicine dealers prey on our weaknesses.
Yeah. Be it Vash or the Mutual Aid Society, forces like that can take full advantage of the typical underworld state of mind. Let me tell you a story. There was once a brilliant overworld doctor with unmatched pharmaceutical skill. The doctor was set on developing a medicine that would steel the human body against the cold. He named his research project Blizzard Immunity. But his research met with obstruction time and time again, the biggest factor being a lack of test subjects. Tampering with the human immune system carries huge risk, and nobody in the overworld was willing to submit themselves to such experiments. As such, the doctor got in touch with his sister in the underworld, claiming that he wanted to support the medical effort below ground.
And then?
Naturally, his sister was overjoyed. After all, as far as medicine was concerned, her brother had always been the standard she'd strived to attain. She brought her brother underground and entrusted him with her clinic and laboratory. I think you know what comes next.
I'm sorry that I doubted you before.
Issuing free medicine to the needy was just Vash's way of conducting experiments on his test subjects. On some level, his reagents were able to alleviate the patient's suffering, but nothing more. They would forget their pain for a while and neglect their regular treatment plans. The result? Patients with mild illness would attribute their recovery to the so-called wonder medicine, while patients with serious illness would quickly deteriorate, and sometimes die.
Sheesh.
I cannot accept that their fate was simply the result of misfortune or risk. No true doctor would accept that. That's why I want you to help me recover all the wonder medicine. Are you willing to take on this assignment?
Somebody has to do the right thing.
Thank you. This will be hard for the people that have come to rely on the wonder medicine, but it's up to us to remove this false hope. You mustn't hesitate. Recover every last reagent that Vash left behind. I'll take responsibility for the consequences. Don't worry about that. Go. I'll be waiting for the good news.
God damn it, Natasha. That's heavy. Natasha feels bad because of her complicity. Oh boy. I feel bad.
Stop right there. No one's allowed up ahead.
I'm here to buy.
Who are you trying to kid? You're that clinic woman's lackey. Did you think the Mutual Aid Society didn't have its own intel?
Mm-hmm.
She's after our medicine and sent you here to smash the place, right?
No, you're mistaken.
Men, look lively and send this idiot packing already.
Fighting is meaningless.
I pressed the wrong button. Whoops.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Gonna be killing everyone in our way. Don't stand in my way. Nope. Is this everything? The old box has some medicine labeled with experiment numbers. This must be the wonder medicine that the Mutual Aid Society was talking about. You suddenly hear footsteps behind you.
Well, look who we have here. Your reputation precedes you, outsider. I didn't take you for a bandit and a thief.
You're the society president? Who are you?
Listen here. I'm the president of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society. The medicine we hold here is lifeblood for many of our members. Are you sure you want to deprive them of that? Those poor patients. Along comes a life-saving wonder medicine only to be snatched away by a shameless bandit like you.
Oh, shut
The
up.
world is full of sickness. What would happen if we left it all to that clinic to treat? My mutual aid society has relieved that doctor of patients at the end of the road. Shouldn't she be thanking me?
Natasha would never give up on a patient, and she would never work with an imposter like you.
Seems like you are quite bent on dismantling our operations, aren't you?
Hell yeah.
Seeing as you came all this way, it'd be rude not to give you the opportunity. Men, seize the medicine thief.
Another fight? Let's go. I'm gonna beat all of your asses up.
Time for the main event.
Don't need to tell me twice.
That'll take more than...
Not dead yet, huh? Interesting.
I'm on guard.
Nice. Just killed everyone there. Nice.
Too late to repent.
You're dead.
Pretty good crowd today.
You're dead.
Nap time.
Shovel attack. You're dead. You're dead. Nice. Try putting up more of a fight next time, and we'll see what happens.
Blast it! What did we ever do to you? Why are you taking away our moneymaker?
Moneymaker?
Well, Natasha's here.
So you admit it then? You're not in this to save lives, you're in it to get rich.
What are you doing here? Oh, as if we didn't have enough trouble already.
I like how you can see his hand jittering. Such a cool detail that he added. Like he's actually shivering.
Selling fake medicine with false kindness. You should have expected trouble to find you sooner or later.
Exactly.
I have a responsibility to protect the well-being of my patients. Or to put it another way, I must eradicate any and all threats to them.
You can't save everyone. The underworld is teeming with sickness. How could you possibly pull it off?
You're right. I can't save everyone alone. But if I must, I would sacrifice food and sleep to treat them. The
Damn.
debt that Vash owes to the underworld rests with me. All I can do is help everyone to the best of my ability. To the very end.
So stubborn. In that sense, you're no different from your crazy brother.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Damn. You go, girl.
Thank you. Your actions today have saved many underworld families. I'll find a way to dispose of Vash's leftover reagents. Next time the Mutual Aid Society wants to whip up a quack cure, they'll be out of luck. Let's go back to town. I still owe those patients an explanation.
Alright. Go back to the clinic and talk to Natasha.
Been cursed.
There's inspiration in every glance and every breeze.
You look like the guy that we were just talking to. Huh. Interesting. Interesting.
Uh-oh. It looks like the patients have surrounded Natasha. Let's hear what they're saying.
What are you saying, Doctor? The wonder medicine is out of supply?
Correct. That medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wildfire has cut off the supply chain. Your ailments need rational, scientific treatment. Relying on pseudo-medicines will only worsen your condition.
Rational and scientific, huh? The way I see it, you're just jealous you lost your patients.
Damn.
How dare you speak to Dr. Natasha like that? Where are your manners?
Ma'am, please, think for a moment. How can you still be siding with her? That wonder medicine was working fine for us, and now it's gone because she wants it to be? How can she?
Shut
I
up.
understand your anger, but as your doctor, I ask you to trust my judgment.
Damn.
I will find a way to access more medical resources and help you through your struggles. If I must, I'll get help from the surface.
The surface. I almost forgot that you were an overworld big shot.
Oh my god. So contentious of you.
Respect for Dr. Natasha.
God damn.
If it's respect she wants, she better find a replacement for the wonder medicine fast. If not, I'll tell everyone about how she set up Dr. Vash. I'm out of here.
You know what this feels like? It feels like if you guys watch Tensura, you know that scene where Benimaru, I think when Gabiru first went to the village and Benimaru is like, "May I kill him, please?" with a very happy face. Yeah. I'm experiencing that right now. God damn. A little murder won't hurt. No, Natasha. I feel bad for Natasha. She has so much on her plate. Nat.
Oh, you're here. I apologize. That must have made for uncomfortable viewing.
It's not your fault. I like to straighten out that lot more myself. Exactly.
Don't let your emotions get the better of you. If I were in his shoes, I might well have had the same reaction. Now I need to focus on treating the patients and dispelling their doubts.
You're too good for this.
Let's leave it for now. I'll feel a lot better once I've gotten rid of this mess that Vash left us. Now's as good a time as any to tell you Vash's whole story. If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask.
Was he a biological brother?
No, but I used to think we were so close that we may as well have been.
Oh. I thought he was.
I, actually grew up in the orphanage. It wasn't until I was adopted by an overworld family that life changed for me. My adoptive mother always saw me as her own flesh and blood, and Vash loved me like a sister. That is while we were still young.
Oh man.
My adoptive parents belonged to a prominent medical family. As kids, we were exposed to all kinds of medical texts. When we were older, both of us got straight into Belobog's medical school. We were on a path into the medical profession.
What kind of person was
He
Vash?
was gentle and introverted. But when it came to work, he could be absurdly obsessive. Like a completely different person. Whenever I made a mistake in an experiment, he'd bite my head off. And then a while later, he'd apologize and comfort me. He was conflicted in that way.
Oh man. So you knew this medicine was his work?
I didn't know he had leftover reagents in Rivet Town. I was shocked when you told me.
Man.
If you fail to make a clean break with the past creeps up on you.
Did he really pass away?
That's a long story. Ever since he was little, Vash had always wanted to develop a medicine called blizzard immunity. He saw the human body's vulnerability to cold as a disease, and wanted to cure it so that humanity could survive the eternal freeze. If he succeeded, people would be able to leave Belobog and rebuild their homes in the snow plains.
Damn. Do you share his vision?
To be honest, I never understood how he'd achieve that blizzard immunity. But I do admire that vision and perseverance. I always chose to believe him, ever since I was a kid. I knew his research in the overworld wasn't going well. I used to write to him and ask him to come down and stay with the kids in the orphanage for a while. I thought it might help take his mind off his research. But I was too young to know what long-term frustration could do to a person. It changed him in a terrible way.
Changed him.
During his stay in the underworld, he met patients affected by fragmentum corrosion with mild symptoms. Compared with non-patients, their bodies reacted differently to hot and cold. And that fascinated Vash.
Oh.
He began to simulate mild fragmentum corrosion, thinking that it could lead to breakthroughs in developing blizzard immunity.
Yikes. That's horrible.
Those reagents of his aren't cure-alls for critical illness. That doesn't exist. Vash made the reagents to mitigate the suffering of his patients in the short term. A convenient way for him to observe changes in his test subjects. But behind my back, he had been doling out the reagents to residents who were kept in the dark. When it finally struck me that something was wrong, his terrible research had already turned him into a madman.
He lost his last shred of humanity.
Indeed. And it all happened under my nose. How ridiculous. My judgment was clouded by trust in a loved one. When his experiments were exposed, I spent a long time with Oleg discussing how to handle the aftermath. This was shortly before the underworld was sealed off. There were hardly any Silvermane guards remaining. We spent ages trying to find a way to handle Vash.
Oh man.
In the end, Oleg suggested that we banish him and permanently deny him access to the underworld. Had his victims found out the truth, Vash would have been torn to pieces by furious underworlders. I was young and weak at the time. Oleg must have worried about how I'd react to such a scenario, or he wouldn't have suggested banishment.
You two did the right thing.
I hope so. The day I learned the truth was the day I no longer recognized my brother.
Goddamn.
Oleg and I took Vash to the overworld. He made his final request to us. To take him outside the city to the snow plains he'd always wanted to conquer. His figure gradually disappeared into the snow curtain. I've been telling myself that Vash is dead ever since. Forgive me. I'm not good at telling stories. Vash was a terrible brother and a worse doctor. That's all you need to know. Let's call it a day. Thank you for cleaning up the mess my brother left behind. Here, for your trouble.
No. It's no trouble. Especially after hearing that. Crap. Sorry to bother you. But I haven't quite got the hang of this little thing yet. Can you come down to the clinic when you have time? I have some personal things I want to talk about. No problem, I'll come now. Thank you. When you're leading an organization like Wildfire, it's easy to forget that everyone needs someone to rely on. Thanks for making me have this feeling again. Accepted mission, visit immunity. Right. Oh, did not mean to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Natasha again. So I assume this is the second part of her companion mission. Nat, do you have something to ask?
Can I talk to you for a moment? I have a favor to ask. Something rather personal.
Sure. Of course.
I want to thank you again for recovering the Wonder Medicine. It meant a lot to me. But
No worries.
disposing of Vash's reagents isn't enough to solve the medical supply shortage. Many of my patients can't be seen promptly, and my stock of medicine is running low. Thanks to you, the route to the overworld through the furnace core has reopened. I'd like to use it to return to the surface and see if I can get some help.
Help from whom?
I knew you'd be interested. Remember my adoptive parents I mentioned to you a while ago?
Yeah.
After the reopening of the furnace core passage, I had an idea. I wrote a letter and asked Sampo to deliver it to my parents' old address.
Okay.
I didn't have high hopes, but amazingly, Sampo brought me my mother's reply.
Huh. Sample being a gentleman, a rare occurrence.
That's exactly what I thought when I got her letter. Mom said they still live at the old house, but they're not working on the front lines anymore. They should still have some connections in the medical school and the hospital, though.
Fair enough.
If I'm lucky, maybe I can convince them to send extra medical supplies to the underworld. Of course, that's not the only reason for me to go back to the surface. I can't wait to visit my parents again, and I can tell from my mom's letter that they feel the same. If possible, I would like you to go with me.
Oh. Sure.
Wonderful. That's such a relief. I've sent another letter to my mom telling her to find us near Fountain Plaza. Don't worry, I know my way around the administrative district.
Visit immunity start. Meet Natasha in the overworld.
There's inspiration in every glance and every breeze.
Oh wait, it's in the opposite direction. Whoop.
This place doesn't seem to have changed much from what I remember. Oh, there you are. Sorry, I got distracted watching the crowds.
No, that's okay.
Look at the busy flow of people. Life in the overworld carries on as usual, as if nothing has happened. We're a little early. I've got an idea. I want to buy my mom a gift. You're more of an overworld local than I am now. Any suggestions?
How about flowers from Eversummer for florists?
Flowers, huh? That's a great idea. I've been underground for so long, I almost forgot what flowers smell like. Flowers it is, then. Can you lead the way?
Sure. Go to the Eversummer florist. I keep forgetting that you can't climb upstairs. Oh boy. Natasha.
Eversummer? Was that always the name? Seems I was too young to get the irony back then.
Oh, you know what? That is quite true.
Sorry. I don't mean to sound cynical. Maybe it simply represents the people's hopes up here. Now that I think about it, sending flowers is quite the tradition in my family. Mom, Dad, Vash, and I, whenever something good happened, we sent each other flowers to celebrate. Do you want to hear a flower story?
Sure. Let's hear one, Nat. What was your mother's favorite flower?
Each year for their anniversary, my dad would send my mom a bouquet of ball peonies wrapped in red paper. I heard that ball peonies represent love that knows no end. It does fit their marriage.
What was your father's favorite flower?
My father is a famous surgeon in Belobog. Because of his fame, people in medical circles paid great attention to his surgeries. He always had a lot of stress to deal with. Each time he finished a tricky operation, my mom and I would buy a single stem of sunshine and then pin it on the chest pocket of his apron.
Aw.
Sunshines represent warmth and love of light. For patients on the verge of death, my dad might have been the only light to penetrate the darkness around them.
Aw. That's cute. What was Vash's favorite flower
Vash. Out of everyone in my family, I think he probably appreciated flowers the least. Still, I remember the day he received his offer from the medical academy. My parents took me to the florist and we bought him the most expensive marquise stem in the shop.
Damn.
When we gave him the flower, he failed to hide his smile. You can't imagine how hard it was to get him to smile.
How do I know which ones to pick?
What was your favorite
As an
flower, though?
orphan, I never knew my birthday. My adoptive parents took me to the overworld and made the day I joined the family my birthday. And each year on that day, my parents would give me a bouquet of first snow. And the number of stems represented how many years had passed since I joined the family. I only found out later that first snow represents beautiful memories. My parents gave me a beautiful childhood, and I still haven't had the chance to thank them for that.
I see. Shall we go to the florist?
How do I know which ones to pick?
Shut up. I've heard you say the same line 4 times now. Hi, Vaska. What flower should I pick for Nat? I mean, you're getting it for your parents, so I would suggest the ball peonies then.
Ball peonies, is it? 1 second. I'll get it ready for you.
Wait for Vasca to get the flowers for you.
There you go. Sorry for the wait. Hope to see you again soon.
Ball peony. I feel like I've gotten a couple of these before. I think daily comms,
All done?
especially.
May I have a look?
Yep.
Ball peonies. Nice pick. I wonder if Dad still sends Mom flowers on their anniversary. I knew you'd pick the right flowers. Mom and Dad will be so happy.
Exactly.
Let's go. My mom will be there soon. Best not to leave old folks waiting.
Alright. Oh boy, 150 meters? I'm pretty sure I can use the teleport waypoint to get there faster. Outside the Goethe Hotel. Okay. Wonder how they look like. This is gonna be interesting. Wow, they're old.
Mom!
Nat? Nat, is that you? Oh, come here, my darling.
Does the dad look so much younger than the mom? Like, no offense, but damn. Natasha and her adoptive mother share a warm embrace.
It's been too long, Mom. Too long.
Okay, I skipped the line by accident.
Sorry. I don't usually get this emotional. How have you been, Mr. Oswell? Thank you so much for taking care of my parents these last 10 years.
Ah, I see. That's not
I'm
her
doing
father.
fine, Miss Natasha.
The
just
butler.
fine.
Wow.
Look at you. You've blossomed into a fine young woman. Such a pity that your father...
Oh. Oh
Dad,
no.
I was wondering where he is. Is he...
Oh no.
It was 3 years ago, Nat. No need to be sad. He passed away very peacefully.
Oh man.
I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. For 10 years, I left you both in the overworld. Mr. Oswell, I'm sorry you had to bear all this weight.
Don't be, my dear. It is my honor to look after your parents.
It's not your fault that they sealed off the passage between the surface and the underground. Don't be so harsh on yourself, daughter.
Oh, Mom. I have so much to say to you. But, there's an urgent matter that needs your help.
Man, my heart. Oh.
I apologize. I wish this were a happier reunion. But there are too many suffering with sickness in the underworld. You're the only person I can go to for help.
Oh, there's no need to apologize, my child. I've heard of your deeds down there, and I know you've saved many lives. Your father? He would be proud of you.
If why so much suffering? Oh my god.
We have many connections in the medical academy. No matter what you need, be it medicine or data, I should be able to get it for you. Be the doctor you always were, Nat. We have all the time in the world to catch up later.
God damn. We discussed the details about the medicine supply work in the underworld. She's a great mother. I'm sorry about your father.
It's all right. I was prepared. Although it still hurts to hear it from Mom.
The voice acting is amazing.
With her help, we'll be able to ease the underworld's medical supply shortage. That's good news for patients who'd lost hope. I really wish I could spend the whole day talking to her about the old days. But sadly, now is not the time. Let's head back to the underworld. We need to spread the good news.
All right.
Miss Natasha, one moment, please.
Oh.
Mr. Oswell? I thought you headed back home with Mom. How come...
I apologize, Miss Natasha. As a matter of fact, there's something I have to tell you in person.
Something that Mom isn't supposed to know?
Huh.
You haven't changed a bit. Smart and sensitive. The fact of the matter is, in the first 2 years after the passage was closed off, I received many letters from Master Vash.
What? Letters from Vash? Are you certain, Mr. Oswell?
Of course, miss. I recognized his handwriting. You'll see what I mean when you read the letters yourself. Actually, those letters were intended for your eyes only. The delivery address was the underworld, but because of the sealing off of the passageway, the letters were sent back to your old house, to me.
Oh.
I don't understand. Did you not show them to my parents?
I'm sorry, miss. I opened one of them out of curiosity. Master Vash stressed in the letter that your parents must not know what happened to him.
Oh, man.
That's why I put the letters in a secure place, waiting to hand them to you when we could meet again. I'm not sure if I did the right thing, Miss Natasha. I just didn't want your parents to feel that their son was so close and yet so far away.
Do you have the letters on you, Mr. Oswell? Let me take a look.
Of course, here. You can tell it's the young master's handwriting.
Oof, my voice. Natasha, how have you been? I hope you're doing well. I am, as I stated in my previous letter, envious of you. You always show unwavering kindness to your patients. I'm envious of your inherent compassion. I remember giving a speech on stage when I first started school, waving my arms and advocating for the development of blizzard immunity. In hindsight, I was a fool. During my final days of medical school, I became increasingly stubborn and withdrew into myself. Experiments and ambitions consumed my heart, and the patients who were supposed to be in my care were progressively ignored. Natasha, I dare not beg for your forgiveness. I owe the people of the underworld too much already. I might have spent the rest of my life as a madman wallowing in my convictions if you hadn't agreed to my desire for self-exile. The cold has revealed to me my arrogance. How can a child who grew up in warmth ever begin to comprehend a cure to bitter cold? Thank you for giving me one last chance to discover the answer. I live in abandoned houses under broken roofs and continue my experiments. One step after another, I've made breakthroughs. I'm trembling, not because of the cold, but because I can feel like I'm getting closer to the answer I seek. I'd become a pariah, unable to return to civilized society, nor to face my parents. But I didn't despair, because I discovered the meaning of my existence. I had a feeling I was on the right track. The reagents I developed in the underworld have a serious flaw. The medication only addresses the issue of organ hypothermia and failure, and it will be caught in a never-ending vicious cycle of consumption and recovery. I should have changed the focus of my study a long time ago and tried to figure out how to raise the temperature of the organs and of the body in a controlled manner. Natasha, thank you very much. You helped me find the missing piece in the development of blizzard immunity. God damn.
The cold has revealed to me my arrogance. How can a child who grew up in warmth ever begin to comprehend a cure to bitter cold? Vash didn't give up on his research into blizzard immunity, even after he left the city.
Yeah.
I live in abandoned houses under broken roofs and continue my experiments. One step after another, I've made breakthroughs. I'm trembling, not because of the cold, but because I can feel I'm getting closer to the answer I seek. If what's in here is true, then Vash must have built a lab somewhere in the snow plains, and even made progress in his research. But how can that be?
Do you believe it?
There'd be no point in him lying to me in the letters. Still, it's possible he may have gone completely insane before he started writing them. I need to leave the city to recover my brother's research data. Are you willing to come with me?
Alright. Sure thing.
Leave the city? You are taking too much risk, Miss Natasha.
I know, Mr. Oswell, but I have a hero with me. He saved the underworld. I'm sure he'll protect me.
Of course.
Vash, it's been so many years. Are you still alone in the blizzard? Oh, ignore me. I'm just talking to myself. Let's go. It's time to face my past head-on.
Oh man. I feel bad for Natasha. She's gone through so much. God damn.
Such harsh cold. It's hard to imagine anyone surviving in these conditions. Unless blizzard immunity is real. Let's hurry up. We need to find any clues that Vash may have left behind before both of us become ice sculptures.
We won't, but sure. Investigate.
Here, this looks like lab equipment. Maybe Vash left it behind. Huh. Still, it's all just used test tubes, beakers, and other vessels. There's no sign of any sample reagents or lab notes for that matter.
Maybe things were too harsh here for record keeping? Or maybe his memory is too good for lab notes.
Oh, I know my brother. He's meticulous when it comes to medical experiments. There's no way he wouldn't document his results. I want to go deeper into the snow plains. Can you press on any further?
No problem.
Gosh, the temperature keeps getting lower. But we can't give up halfway.
No. The Trailblaze protects me. It's you that I'm worried about. I can warm you up if you like.
Oh, that's very kind of you. But don't you underestimate the leader of Wildfire. Let's press on then. This may not sound like me, but I hope that deity the architects worship can grant us some luck.
Oh man. Vash's letter. It's a quick read. We'll read that some other time. Lab records 1. Okay. No. Damn it. You're not following us, are you? Alright, we're good. We're out of their line of sight. Oh. Who are you?
Citizens? Outside the walls? Hey, you two! Stop right there!
That's a Silvermane guard. Is he yelling at us?
I guess he is.
I'd almost forgotten. No one can leave Belobog without authorization. Looks like we need to talk our way out of this.
It's alright. You explain your identity and purpose to the patrolling Silvermane guard.
I can't say you sound suspicious, but I can't just take your word for it either.
Captain, look at her necklace. Maybe she's telling the truth.
A necklace?
It's the same as Dr. Vash's.
My brother does wear an identical necklace. Do you know him?
Are you really his sister? Dr. Vash saved a lot of my soldiers.
Oh, damn.
Saved your soldiers?
Yes. Take a look at the guards patrolling outside the city. All of them are risking their lives. Aside from the monster-related casualties, we lose men to frostbite every year. But thanks to the medicine the doctor leaves us, my soldiers are able to withstand the cold. They can make camps in the snow plains as footholds for our patrols. If it weren't for the doctor, we would have long since frozen to death.
Medicine. Blizzard immunity.
Where is Vash now? Is there enough for all of you?
The medicine is extremely potent. A small vial can keep someone warm for a week. We have over half our stock left. Dr. Vash is elusive. My squad only met him once, and he didn't seem like the talkative type. He leaves the medicine at specific locations, and our patrols go there to collect it. Speaking of the doctor, it's been a long time since we last saw him. At least 2 or 3 years. I hope he's alive and well.
Oh shit.
So he really did have a breakthrough in the snow plains. Oh, did the medicine have any side effects for you?
Side effects? Not that I know of. If there were a problem, it'd be that we couldn't go back to the city until the effect had worn off.
Oh.
Because the city would be too hot for us. We'd break a sweat just sitting idle.
Thanks for the information. We're planning to head deeper into the snow plains to find my brother.
Seems like you've made up your mind. I'd really like to send some of my men with you, but we can't leave our posts.
It's fine.
Here, take this medicine. If what you two told me is true, I'm sure you're more than capable of handling yourselves out there.
Thank you, Captain. We'll take it with us.
Continue searching for clues in the snow plains. 33 meters now. It's closer to the other calyx, I think. Yeah. Bud of memories. Oh?
Hold on. That's a big guy over there. Did you see that? There's something on the monster's back.
Oh.
Oh, the blizzard immunity. Shall we drink it? It's your call.
Let's drink it.
I'm ready. Doctor's got your back.
Is this Vash? I have a feeling this is Vash.
Can you feel it? It seems like Vash's medicine is working.
Is it? Let's drink it out of a whim.
So warm.
Blizzard immunity can't be frozen. Dang. Okay. Everyone can't be frozen. Okay. Interesting.
I'm on guard. I'm okay. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Freezing point. Alright. Slow.
The truth
Okay,
of
cool.
life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Quick!
Time for the main event.
Keep up! Time for a shot.
Lance at the ready. I've no interest in conflict.
Dang. What does freezing point do to him?
Fighting is meaningless.
Alright. Why do I have a feeling that it's Vash?
Done. That was my first time seeing you in battle. You've got some moves, don't you? No wonder you were able to save the underworld. Let's have a look over there. My gut tells me we should find something connected to Vash.
Investigate the abandoned lab.
These are records of his experiments. It's Vash's handwriting. This must be the location of his final lab. Come have a look. His last experiment was nearly 2 years ago? What happened after that? Huh. But his notes seem to suggest he was working to improve blizzard immunity. Brother, where are you? What happened?
Let's call it a day, Nat. It's time we headed back.
Sorry. I needed to take a moment. After seeing the letters Mr. Oswald kept for me, I was hoping things might have ended differently. I shouldn't have asked you to come with me to such a dangerous place.
You miss him, right?
I do. I can't forgive him for what he's done. Nor can I say I don't miss him. Maybe I should feel glad. The medicine might not have been what he wanted it to be, but it came to something. Maybe he found some inner peace.
Oh man.
You're right. There can be no forgiveness for the crimes he committed. He didn't deserve the title of doctor. But maybe this blizzard immunity can now bring benefit to others, even if it was made by a monster. Human beings really are conflicted life forms.
They are. So what now?
I'll take his records and data with me and continue what he started. One day the world will see a perfect blizzard immunity. Before we leave, I'd like to ask for another favor. The last one, I promise.
You can ask me for as many favors as you like, Natasha. It's fine. Fulfill Natasha's last request. You and Natasha put up a headstone for Vash.
That should do. Hope it can withstand the snow.
You ought to put an epitaph on the headstone.
You're right. Let me think. Here lies Vash, my brother. That'll do. Thank you for helping me. I feel like a great weight has been lifted. So long, brother. Hope you don't forget Dad's teaching. A doctor does not get to choose his or her patient, my children. Remember, never say no to those who come to you for help. Never.
Oh man. Natasha has become a visitor to the Express. You might come across Natasha when you return to the Express. Oh man. The outskirts here are quiet. I feel bad for Natasha. She's been through so much. And she's still trying to fix the mistakes of her brother. She's caring a lot for the people in the underworld and everything. She's taken on a lot on her plate. It's quite respectable of her, to be honest. But I feel bad for her, given everything that she's been through. This is one of the more sadder,
There's inspiration
darker
in every glance and every breeze.
companion missions that we've definitely been through. Damn. And not to mention too the voice acting. With your help, the people here have regained hope. Reopening trade routes with the overworld has given life new meaning for people who were once struggling just to get by. Even though there's still many things to fix, it is still a great start, and it's all thanks to you, Trailblazer. Let's talk, Natasha. You want to talk with me? Anytime. How's everyone going down in the underworld? Busy and well. Not everyone can just get used to all the changes so fast, and some businesses might be infected by the lifting of the blockade, but I haven't heard any complaints at all. I think everyone in the underworld knows that freedom is hard-earned and worth cherishing. You've rekindled hope for them, for us. You know the saying, as long as we put in the hard work, life will pay out dividends. I believe that. Have lots of people been getting sick? The clinic's still packed with patients, even though there's better medical facilities and more health staff up in the overworld. Most people down from the underworld can't afford expensive medical bills. And as far as I know, they don't really trust those overworld doctors. I've been talking it over with Mom, and she'll do her best to give medical support for the underworld people. But will all those people, with all those patients who are used to my style, be able to make that change? Wherever there are people, so there must be pain and sickness. As long as I can still move these arms and legs of mine, I'll keep performing my duty as a doctor. About your brother. Ah, Vash. I want to thank you again for that. I sometimes get this thought popping up in my head. If I had the chance to go back in time, could I have stopped him from being led astray? But such thoughts only last for a second. We can't change the past. We're constantly making choices and mistakes on this one-way journey into the future that we call life. And also taking responsibility for our actions. Vash has paid the price for his crimes. Fortunately, he turned things down before the end of his life, leaving his research behind for the good of the city. For better or for worse, such a life is so complete that I don't feel sorry for him anymore. About the future of Wildfire. To be honest, after you brought news of the victory, my first reaction was, Wildfire's mission after all these years is finally over. There are some things I can't say to our younger members, but with you, I can be absolutely candid. The job of maintaining public order down in the underworld will one day be handed back to the Silvermane guards. Wildfire came out of the community and will ultimately return to the community. That all sounds a little sad. However, Wildfire will still remain active in the underworld for the foreseeable future. After all, there's too much trouble out there that needs someone to help handle. Nice chat. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Oh man. Yeah, Natasha's character? Natasha's story mission, companion mission. Jeez, I'm tripping over my words. But yeah, Natasha's companion mission is definitely one of the more darker ones, and I quite like it. The emotion, the brevity, and the voice acting as well. The voice actor did a really good job for Natasha's voice, and yeah, this whole quest has been eye-opening to say the least. Gives us a little glimpse as to how dark Star Rail can go, and who knows what other journey this might take us through. Regardless, I'm glad to have you guys along for the ride. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to like the video, comment down below which part of this quest you liked or not, and yeah, follow me at twitch.tv/non-existent-soul, where I do stream all of these quests, my Honkai Star Rail playthrough and everything. You know, you get to see me live, you get to interact with me in chat, and of course, I would love to have you guys there as well. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Natasha's companion mission, and yeah, next time on stream we will be doing, I believe, Clara's companion mission. In any case, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.